After the release of the first trailer, TV spots, and clips for Godzilla vs Kong, there have now been some newly released images and details for the Legendary Pictures film. This comes in the latest article from Total Film magazine, where director Adam Wingard gives us an exclusive interview on everything that is about to go down in his 2021 American monster movie. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the new images for Godzilla vs Kong, alongside all of the details that the director has shared, giving us some more excitement for the release of the film, coming at the end of March. Before I get into it though, if you want to see any of my future content on Godzilla vs Kong, along with topical videos and breakdowns surrounding the film, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoy this video, remember to give it a like rating. But without further ado, let's dive into the new images and details for Godzilla vs Kong. So when it comes to crossover matches, they don't come much bigger than Godzilla vs Kong, which is the latest film in the MonsterVerse franchise, seeing the two iconic titans going head to head for supremacy. It's a culmination of the events that have been building since 2014's Godzilla reboot and the Vietnam-era film Kong Skull Island. Directed by Adam Wingard, Godzilla vs Kong is one of the first new blockbusters to emerge that wasn't advertised before the pandemic, and it arrives in US cinemas and on HBO Max for March the 31st. In the newest Total Film magazine, there are some exclusive new images from the film featuring Godzilla vs Kong front and center on the cover. As well as two shots of the creatures battling it out, there's also a new look at human characters Madison, played by Millie Bobby Brown, who is returning from King of the Monsters, Josh, played by Julian Dennison, and Bernie, played by Brian Tyree Henry, coming face to face with a familiar looking skull. There's also a few new covers for the magazine, which demonstrate some wonderful art in bringing the two famous monsters head to head. Today we've also had a page released from the magazine which showcases two smaller images, including one of Millie Bobby Brown next to director Adam Wingard, and another image showing Isa Gonzalez playing a new character called Maya Simmons. But on top of these new images, we also get some quotes from the director on Godzilla vs Kong and how his career led him to the project. Earlier in his career, Wingard reveals that he nearly directed a Skull Island movie for Peter Jackson before the film ultimately fell through. He said it was kind of fortunate because that's just not what I was ready for, to be totally frank. But then, through the years, I started moving up in different budgets. Your Next started at $500,000, The Guest was about $4 million, I did a TV pilot for about $7 million, and each time I was getting more and more of a different experience level, not just with budgets, but slowly VFX things started creeping in, until I did Death Note. I think the final budget was around $28 million, if I remember correctly. That movie had some pretty big VFX set pieces in it, and so I had my first taste of the VFX world and a little bit of a bigger budget. He also learned a valuable lesson visiting the set of King of the Monsters. That was really fascinating, he said. You might have bigger sets and all those kind of things, but at the end of the day, filmmaking is still a very simple thing. You've got a camera and you've got to get stuff in front of it. That's the same on a $3,000 level or a $200 million level. It's just about focusing on what you want or don't want in front of the camera. And in Godzilla King of the Monsters, it was revealed how widespread the Titan presence on Earth really is, and although Godzilla vs Kong may focus on the radioactive lizard and giant ape punching each other, you can also expect a few more monsters to crash this colossal mash. Wingard said, "We've got all kinds of really great monsters in this, some brand new ones. There's tons of surprises and, you know, plenty of stuff for people to obsess over. And hopefully some really good toys will come out at the mall." However, despite there being a handful of other monsters joining the show, Godzilla vs Kong, a sequel to Godzilla and Kong Skull Island, will not resolve its central conflict with a team-up. There will be a definitive winner to this fight. Absolutely, Wingard assures us. I felt like I would have walked away from the movie at any point if I was pushed into a corner where there wasn't going to be a definitive winner. Part of the reason I wanted to direct this film in the first place is because I wanted to win an argument that I had with my friend back in 2nd grade, where we were arguing who would win in a fight, Godzilla or King Kong. I knew who I thought should win 100%, and I thought my friend was 100% wrong. So flash forward 30 years and here I am. This is the pettiest directing gig that I've ever taken because it's to win a fight with a 2nd grader. Wingard calls it the easiest part of making the movie because his opinion on that matter hasn't changed from start to finish. I knew who was going to win and I never backed away from that whatsoever. But they were the latest photos and information from the Total Film edition of Godzilla vs Kong. I think it will be a hell of a battle on March the 31st, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the scenes that these images relate to, as everything we've seen so far does look really exciting. Let me know down below what you think of the newest set of images, alongside everything that Adam Wingard talked about in this article. For more videos on Godzilla vs Kong, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.